Welcome back to my channel. In today's video we will be listening to this young lady explain to us why she hates coily hair, and I will share my thoughts on this. I would also love to hear your thoughts in the comments.
Can we talk about hair for a second? 4C hair specifically. Like, I don't know, maybe it's just me, but sometimes, and by sometimes I mean this is a baseline feeling and I just avoid it by wearing long protective styles and wigs. I hate my natural 4C hair. Like, immense and intense frustration and hate towards it. Like the fact that you have to do a whole procedure to wash it and then another one to stretch it before finally doing the style you actually want to do. And then there's a 50% chance it won't turn out the way you want, so you end up feeling ugly. But I don't know, maybe it's just me.
This is an old video, I know, but unfortunately videos like this one are still being made, and yes, we will talk about those ones in another video. Now, the first thing I want us to look at is how she was combing her hair. You know, when you have learned how to care for your own hair properly, you can't help but watch videos like these ones where people complain about how hard it is to care for their hair, and then you look at how rough they are handling it. Some comb through dry hair, some do not detangle, and some pick hairstyles that will not work for their hair and then are shocked when their hair rebels. And I use that word purposefully because that is what a lot of these women think their hair is doing to them. They think their hair is fighting against them. But the problem here is not that their hair is fighting, it's that they are treating their coily hair as straight hair. Maybe I'm exaggerating, but look at the way she was combing her hair in the beginning. She looked like she was ripping her hair out of her head. If she started with the ends first and then worked her way up, I promise you her head would not be moving if she was combing it properly. Something else that I have noticed, and maybe I'm paranoid, let me know if you have noticed this too, but some of these women come online and exaggerate what it's like taking care of coily hair, especially afros. So I just mentioned with this particular person, the way she combs her hair. Someone watching her videos will think, wow, what kind of, hair does that? Or, wow, her hair looks really hard to deal with. Or, wow, she must have it rough in life to have to deal with that. Some of these people will intentionally exaggerate every action, such as being harsh when combing, or crying while detangling dry hair, or trying to force their short hair into a style that clearly will not work for the length of their hair. My theory is they do this to try and get sympathy, like those comments you see in my 4C hair could never, crying in 4C. It's basically those comments but in video format. That's what I think this is. Now, she then goes on to say that you have all these different steps you need to go through in order to get the style you want. The last time I checked, every woman, regardless of race or texture, has a routine they go through if they want to achieve a certain look. This is a common problem among these ladies who think only coily hair is this exhausting because they think that other textures have it easy. Everybody has certain struggles and certain things that come easy. Somebody else's, definition of easy or what easy is will not be the same as mine, and that's okay. So your hair does not slick back with just water. So what's wrong with that? Why is it that some of you can't accept that there are certain things that are not meant for you? And not in a bad way. They are just not for you or best suited for you, and so you just need to find an alternative or just look for something else completely that will work for you. It's funny how in other areas of their lives they can accept differences, but not when it comes to hair. You can accept that if you have oily skin, you probably can't use the same products as someone with dry skin. If you are short, you probably will not make it as a runway model. If you wear size 8 shoes, you cannot fit into size 6 shoes. This you can acknowledge, but God forbid somebody tells you if you have coily hair, take care of it as such and stop trying to treat it like curly hair or any other hair type or texture or curl pattern. The only way for you to find peace is to stop comparing yourself to another woman. This will not get you anywhere other than into a deeper hole of self-hatred, because you can't appreciate your own beauty. You cannot appreciate your own hair and its capabilities because you are too concerned peeking over the fence to see what your neighbor is doing. Meanwhile, your neighbor is happy with her life because she's minding her own business, her business being her hair. So you are spending so much time watching other people's hair routines, how their hair curls, how some people find them desirable. You are so consumed by another person's image that you neglect your own. How will this help you with your own self-esteem? And she also said this feeling of hatred that she has for her hair, she avoids it by wearing long protective styles. To anybody who is doing this, I want to let you know that this is not helping you at all, because you are avoiding your hair instead of trying to understand it. Some people really expect to magically know how to do their hair. That's not how this works. You have to put in effort into your hair, and before you comment, but how come some people don't have to do that much to their hair and it still gets long and healthy? Well, that's not you now, is it? You are not that person, and so you can't do what that person can do. So you have to accept reality and again see the beauty your own hair has. You will not get anywhere if all you do is complain about your hair. Take all that time and energy and focus it on learning proper natural hair care, and also wear your hair out more often, despite what you think others will say. And I promise you, as time goes by, you will start to see how beautiful your own natural hair is. Moping about your natural hair is not helping you in any way. Who do you think will have a better chance of getting healthier hair or longer hair, whatever their goal is for their natural hair? Someone who recognizes that, okay, I hate my texture, I have a problem with my texture, but what I'm going to do is try and figure out how to handle my hair. And so they watch videos and they actually apply what they're watching. They don't just watch and pretend that they tried. They actually try a bunch of different routines, a bunch of different products, and over time figure out, okay, this is what my hair likes, this is not what my hair needs, this is what I have to do, this is how I have to comb my hair, I have to finger detangle, I have to this and that. Or will it be someone like this who just makes videos all the time whenever they do their hair and complain and cry about their natural hair? They don't actually put in effort into trying to understand their hair and appreciating their hair for what it is and learning about their hair. All they do is make videos of themselves crying. Who do you think between these two people is going to go far in their natural hair journey? Who do you think is going to come out with maybe healthier hair, longer hair, better looking hair, better self-esteem, a higher self-esteem, more confidence? Between these two, who do you think is going to do well overall? And one last thing is that I've noticed in these type of videos, when someone with natural hair or whichever person comes down in their comment section will always give them some tips. If it's not somebody with natural hair who's giving them tips, it's somebody who's like, no, your hair is beautiful. They give these compliments or give them ways to learn how to take care of their hair. And then other people in the comment section who feel the same as this person will always say, oh, is this person not allowed to feel this way? Is this person not allowed to not like this feature or whatnot? And to tell you the truth, it's not that you're not allowed to feel this way. If you feel this way, it's understandable. You probably went through something, and that's okay. People go through things and our self-esteem gets shattered along the way, especially if we're kids. If somebody has said something to you about your hair, it's going to stick with you for a very long time. About your hair, about whatever it is about you, it will stick with you for a very long time, right? And so I'm sure it's not only me who feels this way. I don't like feeling helpless. If I've shared before that I've been bullied before about certain things about myself, and it has stuck with me for a long time. But what I didn't do was, how do I say this? What I didn't do was hold on to those things that people said to me. I'm 24 years old. I can't keep holding on to the things that somebody said to me when I was 10 years old, when I was 12. At some point, I need to be like, okay, I don't like feeling the way that I'm feeling right now, and I need to sort it out. It's not your fault. Nobody is blaming you. But at your age, you need to start realizing that, okay, I am now responsible for how I feel about certain things. Yes, people will say something about you. People will always say something about you, especially if you're black. We all know this. And so just like how you now ignore people when they say something about your skin, you need to ignore people when they say something about your hair. And I'm saying this again, you making these videos is not helping you in any way, especially if people are coming to your comment section and giving you tips, but then you're not, some people get offended when somebody comes on their comment section and tells them, hey, do this, do that, and then people will respond. I'm not saying this creator did it, but I've seen in other videos some people will respond harshly and be like, you don't think I try that, or anything or things like that. And so to me, that's coming across as some people do not want to receive that help. And at that point, then I don't know, you will feel like this forever. If you are that person who somebody's trying to give you tips on how to get out of feeling that way, of how to feel better about yourself, and you respond harshly to that person, then I think that you should stop complaining, because clearly you enjoy feeling the way that you feel. If you're not trying to do anything about it, if you're not trying to get out of that toxic mindset. This is why I have, somewhat more respect for people who are like, hey, I got tired of doing natural hair, and so they relax their hair and then they move on with their life. Or I just prefer to wear wigs all the time. Even though I may not agree with relaxing or wearing wigs all the time, I respect the fact that they're not coming here every single time making videos about how much they hate their hair or complaining about their hair. You won't find them in people's comment section saying, oh, my false hair could never, I wish I could do that. They relax and then they move on, And so I never understood this whole thing of constantly complaining about natural hair, watching videos of people complain about natural hair just so you can feel a sense of community with those people. Why do you want to be in a community with people who look down on themselves? So I don't know, it's just me. I'd love to hear your thoughts in the comments on what you thought about the video, and also what you think about the people who constantly go in other people's comment sections. Oh, I wish my hair could do what you're doing. I would love to hear your thoughts in the comment section. If you enjoyed the video, don't forget to like and subscribe. Thank you for watching.